Hello everyone, it's Barb again, a professional home care personal support worker, union steward, and certified member and co-chair of a joint health and safety committee. I'm certified in Part 1 basic and Part 2 sector specific. Again, not a doctor or nurse, but a science and medical nerd who has been paying attention to what's been going on, and unless you've been living under a rock, oh my gosh, it's just been absolutely incredible. I was trying to think of what I should say in this video, all the things, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to keep this one short and sweet, because, you know, after a certain amount of time, people's eyes will start rolling back in their head and everyone just wants that short little blurb. Okay, fine. So having said that, today, apparently it is, well, it's in the news that COVID-19 has now been deemed a pandemic. Now, for people who are already panicking, that may well make them panic worse because there's a lot of stuff attached to that name, but all that means is it's happening over a wide area. In my personal opinion, a pandemic should have been declared a long time ago. But then again, I go pretty hardcore. For example, when it started getting bad in China, they should have shut the country down. And that's got nothing to do with the fact that it was China. Had it been whatever country it would have been, I would have said the same thing. Shut the country down. And now it appears Italy has done that from what I was reading. And the panic buying, you know, there's so many things wrong with that. Reports out of the States that medical facilities are not able to get the supplies they need to handle this thing because everyone's panic buying and there's nothing left for them. If there's any place that needs these supplies like masks and sanitizers, it's the medical facilities because that's where the sick people go. It's just, anyway, I'm going to go on a rant there if I don't stop myself now. And it's touched my own area. My local radio station does this thing. It's the Doc 92.3, the Doc, great station, love it. They do this Doc World Tour where they do sounders and then you call in and then you win a spot on the list to qualify. And then they put all the names together and they pick one. Well, there were 6 destinations all over the world, of course, and now they have suspended that. Bell Media has, which I can understand. The same reason why, also I've been hearing the high schools have canceled their traditional trips over to Europe. The thing of it is when there's an outbreak somewhere, you don't want to go where that is because you may bring it back, you see. So that I can understand. The main thing right now is containment, keeping it from spreading more than it already has. You know, washing your hands is the big one I keep pushing, and remember in between the fingers too. Soap and water is the way to go. I do 30, they say 20 seconds, I do 30, count it out, sing a song, whatever. Hand sanitizer is in a pinch when you do not have access to soap and water. Surgical masks are only good if you're sick. N95s is what you wear when everyone else is sick, but it has to be fitted properly. And remember, either mask, when they get damp, they are then useless and you have to change it out. Never touch the mask, grab it by the ears and then wash and then, you know, wipe down your surfaces. Yeah. Avoid travel to where this thing is. If you are suspected of having it or do have it and are told to self-quarantine, don't do what some people have done and say, yeah, I'll self-quarantine and then go to business meetings and other gatherings. Don't do that because you are not helping. Insist on getting the proper information. The person who runs the country down in the States has been lying and obfuscating. I heard that he was trying to classify the meetings that they're having, like the strategy meetings and stuff. What that means is they would be then top secret and us hoi polloi would not be privy to that information. I hope he fails. I do not want to see that happen because if there's anything that instills panic or makes it worse is a lack of information. And information is what we need right now. People like me thrive on that and I spread it to you folks. So yeah, focus on keeping the spread down. If you're sick, please do not go out. If you must go out, remember, wear a surgical mask. Only touch it here when you're done. When it gets damp, you have to change it and wash your hands as well. Wash your hands frequently and well. Or sanitize in a pinch. Now, someone asked me this about moisturizing, and I neglected to mention this. Yes, you must moisturize when you're done washing your hands because your hands will get raw. And when you get any open areas like cracks or raw areas because of, you know, the constant washing, that is another way for organisms to get inside of you. So yes, moisturize when you are done washing your hands. Did I say avoid sick people? Yeah, no, avoid sick people. Don't let them in your house. You know, have a hand sanitizing station at your front area here. Don't touch your face and hands when you're out. Sorry, don't touch your face, pardon me, with your hands when you're out. And supplies, as I said, the hydro, in case of power outages, they say you should have a 72-hour supply of food and whatnot. I would make it for 2 weeks because just on the off chance that you run into somebody who has it or you end up with it yourself, you're going to have to self-quarantine. You should not leave your house. So have all the stuff you need in your house. Fill up that propane tank, just in case, water, food, that sort of thing. That is about it. Anyway, stay healthy, stay safe, get fresh air, do all those things I've said. Please do not panic, and don't panic buy stuff because you're taking it away from where it really needs to go. And take care of yourself. That's important too.